Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Angler. So I just thought in this video, you got a bite? Got it? There we go. So I thought in this video I would just share some tips with you guys that I found out from playing this game pretty much non-stop for the last week here. And the first tip we're going to talk about is pumping, which is what I'm doing right now by pressing the R2 button. So generally that will wear them out, and normally what I'll do is I'll pump and then I'll press and hold R1 to quickly reel down. And we got him. Ooh. Nice little cutthroat. We will take him for the credits and the XP. So yeah, when you're fighting a fish, basically when you're pulling up on it, you're trying to wear them out. Of course, you need to watch that drag. You need to make sure there's not too much tension on the line. You don't want to break them off. But again, like I said, press R2, and that'll get you the pump to pull it up. And then what I do is when I release it, I press and hold R1 so I can reel up the slack quicker, because when you cast out and reel in, if you press and hold R1, you'll reel in a little bit faster. So, with that being said, let's talk about line, because that is a big issue with the game. Not an issue, but it's a thing where I feel like if you don't know much about fishing, you may not quite get it. So let's head back to the shop. Let's take a look at the various lines and let's talk about what we can do with them. Okay, so here we are at the shop. Okay, I got you. So if we take a look at the lines, we have monofilament, we have fluorocarbon, and we have braided. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know what the difference is between the fluorocarbon and the monofilament in game. Now, in real life, monofilament is pretty much the basic line that everybody starts on. It's a great all-around line. You know, you can get it in, my God, various strengths. You know, use it for saltwater, freshwater. Literally, you can use it for every application. Now, fluorocarbon was something that trout fishermen used to use a lot, and then it gained popularity with non-trout fishermen. So basically, fluorocarbon, it's made of a denser material than monofilament, so fluorocarbon will sink faster than monofilament, and also fluorocarbon doesn't refract light. So underwater, it's essentially invisible. You cannot see fluorocarbon underwater. Now again, I'm not sure what the benefits are in this game, because as you can see, it says abrasion resistance high, visibility low. Oops, wrong button. When it comes to monofilament, it says visibility high, abrasion resistance moderate, and then we go into the braid. The braid is visibility moderate and abrasion resistance low. But the braid is what we need to talk about, because if you're a low-level player, if you're just starting the game, and let's face it, if we take a look at the reels, okay, I have every reel unlocked up until level 22. 25 starts to get a little bigger, but again, at level 25, this reel, it's only 8-pound test line. That's not a lot. That's not strong enough to get into those big fights. And at level 30, you're only getting into 11-pound line on the spinning gear. Now with bait casting, this is what I've unlocked so far, and the biggest one is 8.8-pound test again. And the largest on the bait casting side is at least 22 pounds, so you can get higher pound test on this. But the trick is, going back to the lines, going to the monofilament, what you want to take a look at is the diameter. The diameter is very important. So if we take a look at this is 16-pound line. This is a .007 in diameter. If we go back to the reels, we can see, let's see here, this reel right here. This is the tie reel. This is the second reel. This is max drag 4 pounds. You can actually put 16-pound test braid on this reel, because the line capacity says it's 0.008 inch diameter, and that 16-pound test braid is actually 0.007. So you could technically put that on this reel. Now, what you want to do is you want to match it with a rod that can handle that weight. So right now, I'm using this rod here, the Grand Snagger. Okay, this has a strength of 22.66 pounds, but the max line strength is 13.23 pounds. So I can't have a reel on this pole that has the 16-pound line. But what I can do is I can match this pole up with, what reel am I running it on? The Lago right here. You can match it up with this reel. This reel could take 6-pound line, but it's got a .012 inch diameter for line capacity. So I actually have this set up right now with this braid, the 11-pound braid, on that reel, on that rod. That makes a huge difference, guys, because if you follow just the pound test of the line, you can only put 6-pound line on that reel, and so essentially you can't catch anything big. So this is 5-pound strength. You could use this on that according to the strength, but this isn't going to be strong enough to pull in the biggest fish. So what you want to do is you want to check that diameter and make sure the rod can hold that strength line. So if we go down to here, I have all of these unlocked. I don't have the money for them. This here can hold up to 19-pound line. So let's just see, for example, let's go back to the line. What is the heaviest line? So technically, you could put this 38-pound test on this reel and use, well, none of these rods. So actually, 28.6 is the highest. So let's see here. What does that look like? So yeah, you could put 27-pound braid on the Lago, and you could put it on that rod, and you'd be fine. So I hope that helps. I'm gonna have a link to the Discord if you guys want any help. Join the Discord. Me and a couple other guys in there are playing this game regularly. We have a voice channel set up for it. We can share our Apex IDs and all that. We can get something going online. So if you have any questions about that, join the Discord, drop a comment below, and I'll try to explain it more if you guys need it. So let's take a look at some other things that I think it's helpful to know for beginners. And these are some things that are just in the options. So if we take a look at here, and if we go into accessibility, accessible cast, this is a big one because when you first start the game, the way you cast is you press and hold L2 and you kind of pull back the right analog stick and then flick it forward and release that L2. If you shut that off and turn accessible casting on, then it's just a one button press. You just press and hold the L2 button and then release when you want to cast. So that's pretty huge in itself. Reeling input, you can have it hold or toggle. Let's see here. What else? There's field of view. You can change the field of view if you want. I'm fine with it at the default. Unit systems, imperial or metric. Subtitles, you can turn those on or off. And in the audio and language, so you can turn the dialogue volume down as well. So if you get sick of hearing the warden or you get sick of hearing Sophia at the debate shop, you could turn the dialogue right down to 0, and then you won't have to hear them at all. Now let's see, is there anything else in here? Wireless controller? I don't think so. I think that's all we need out of there. So I think the last thing that I want to show you guys that is really cool is this little feature here. So you can see these markers. You see this blue marker here? It's marked largemouth bass. Then we have a marker down over here, which that has to be taken off. I need to change that. So anyway, if you want to do this, you just pick a spot on the map, right? You press the X button. You say add marker. Now you have all these markers. So you have here just kind of a waypoint. We have a star. But the fish markers here, we have bronze, silver, gold, diamond, and legendary. So whatever you catch somewhere, if you're catching gold bass at a spot, and you're like, hey, I want to mark this. I want to make sure I remember this. So what you're going to do is you're going to set down the gold marker. And while it's still on it, you're going to press X again, and you're going to say set label, and you're going to click largemouth bass. Now, that is a gold icon that says largemouth bass. So you'll always know when you come back there, okay, I was catching a largemouth bass at that spot. For instance, right here, I was with my friend Huntsman, and we were fishing, and he caught a diamond bass here. So I marked it. That's the diamond icon, the diamond color, and I marked a largemouth bass. And let's just take this one off there. We don't need that. Also, that's great for just marking hotspots. So now there was a diamond largemouth caught there, and if I go all the way up over here, I caught some largemouth, gold largemouth up at this spot. So I can mark that and know that I can go back there and hopefully catch some more gold largemouth. That's absolutely huge. I absolutely love that about the game. Jeremy G Gaming, he discovered that like at 1 o'clock in the morning. We were playing this on maybe like Friday night, and he discovered that, and we were just like, wow, that was just the coolest thing to have in the game, and something that I really wish like Call of the Wild would implement as well. So, as for other tips, you know, I'm really just getting into the game. There's a lot that I don't know. There's a lot of places that I need to discover, things like that. But what I will say, guys, have fun with the game. Don't rush it. There's no need to rush it. Like, I see a lot of people in the Discord, and they're like, how do I level up fast? How do I get money fast? How do I do this fast? Just enjoy the game, right? Enjoy the game. Explore the game. It'll all happen. It'll all come. Don't worry about it. I feel like this game, in hunting games, it gets so much pressure about catching diamonds or hunting diamonds or getting the great one or getting a legendary that people just forget to just enjoy the game for what it is. You know, find a buddy, go out, hop in a boat, go fishing. I mean, you have this whole map that you can fish, all of this water on this map that you can discover, and you can find your own spots and stuff like that. And literally, that's how you're going to level up fast. Just playing the game. There's no real secret. There's no real trick to leveling up. Just play the game. You know what I mean? If you really want to level up quicker, do the missions. Do the Tyler's Tackle Academy. That'll help you out. That'll give you a lot of information. And then after that, go to the boards and do the missions. Do the bronze, do the golds, do the silver missions, and you're going to get XP from them. You're going to get money. The Tyler's Academy is important because you're going to get a lot of equipment free from there, so you don't have to spend money on it in the future to buy. But yeah, guys, just enjoy the game because I am absolutely loving it. Right now, there's having huge issues with the Apex Connect because the servers just can't handle how many people are on it. It does seem like this map here is getting hit the most. So the Norway map, if you do have that, the servers are running very smoothly on that map because there's just not a lot of people fishing that map yet. But I have been having a lot of fun with this game. And again, guys, hop in the Discord, say hi, drop your Apex ID, ask any question you want. You know, we're going to be in voice chat a lot. We're going to be playing the game a lot. Yeah, I mean, this game is definitely right up my alley. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you guys liked the video. Maybe you found it useful. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And we'll see you next time, guys. Maybe we'll even see you on the water.
PlayStation